Cuckoo. Hi everybody and welcome back to Cheza. So in this video what we want to do is implement the end of our levels. We want to set one of the gift boxes in our title screen right here. We're going to be setting one of these boxes to signify the end of the level, such that when Amani gets to that box and collides with that box, the player is taken back to the level select screen to select another level to play. So without further ado, let's get started. As always, go into scene and we want to create a new scene. Our scene is going to have an area 2D as the main node and we want to name it box. And as always, area 2D needs a child node, collision shape 2D, and in the inspector here, we want to have it as a rectangle shape 2D. And again, as a child of area 2D, we want a sprite to hold the image for our box. And we just want to move this sprite up. The next thing we want to do is in our sprite here for its texture property, we want to move our tile set into that texture property right there, and then we're going to set region enabled down here, and then texture region. And before even going on any further, we need to set the snap mode to grid snap. Our step here ought to have been 48 by 48 because that's the size of our tiles right here. So after selecting our region right there, we want to adjust our collision shape, make sure that it's covering most of the box. And then now what we want to do is save our scene. In our scenes folder, we're just going to call it box. Next thing we want to do is to attach a script to our scene, save it in the scripts folder. And we're going to just get rid of all this code. And all we want to do is when you go back to D over here, in the node for box, we want to connect the body entered signal. Click on body entered right here, click connect and say connect. And here where it says function on box body entered, get rid of that bit of code, and then we're going to say get tree dot change scene, and we want to select our level select screen. Then we want to go back into 2D. In the inspector, we want to go into visibility. We want to go into collision right here, and the layer, we want to have it as layer number 4 collectibles. So just deselect layer 1 and have layer 4 collectibles, and the mask is layer 1 for player, such that only the player can collide with the box. Go ahead and save the scene, and then we want to go into base level scene. We want to instance box, save that scene, and then now in level 01 we can first of all grab the box. Let's just make the rest of them invisible, and there's our box. And our box is looking quite small. We might need to change the scale of it, but for now anyway, let's move it just somewhere here after money deals with the monster. That's for level 01. So we're going to save, and then we're going to try this out in the game. So here we are in the level. We just go ahead and get past the monster. Awesome. And here's our tiny box. Like I said, we are going to be adjusting the scale, but let me just see what happens when I collide with it. Awesome. I'm taken immediately back to the level select screen, and I can go back and select level 1 again and begin playing. So we are back in the engine right here, and I'm just going to go into box, and with box selected there, I'm going to say transform, and then scale. We can even make it 3 times the scale, and then save. Then we see if in our level it will have become a bit bigger. Yes, it has. Yes, and I think let's just see if this is looking a bit better in our level. Here we are back in our level, and like you can see now the box is a bit bigger. It's even more noticeable. I think what we had before was a bit too small. So let me just try and collide with it, and I'm taken immediately to the level select screen. So that's about it for this video. Don't forget to like the video. Also, if you'd like to see more content coming up, please subscribe. And lastly, if you have friends that you think will enjoy learning about game development, please share this video with them. I'd be really appreciative if this tutorial got to as many aspiring developers as possible. Thank you, and see you in the next one.